So I've been trying to create videos for a very long time now, and I always feel awkward talking to the camera. I think I have an issue like talking in general. So I'm gonna try it this way, just recording clips of my day and stuff that I'm doing and stuff like that, and then try speaking during the voiceover when I'm editing. And maybe that will be a little bit better or easier for me. I don't know. We'll see. I feel like really awkward talking uh, to people and I guess out loud to myself in general. I mean, sometimes I talk out loud though, but I guess when I'm not thinking about it. But when I think about what I want to say, then it's very hard. But anyway, um, I can't remember the date of this clip right here, but basically what I was doing was writing down ideas that I had and my thoughts on certain books and stuff that I read because I wanted to film a video talking about my favorite books that I read last year. But even though I wrote it down, I actually recorded the video like 4 times, but I was having a very hard time talking to the camera and I felt really awkward and I just didn't like how the videos came out. So I didn't do anything with them. I still have them, but I'm not going to post them or anything like that. Maybe one day in the future, once I get more comfortable with making videos and talking and stuff like that, then I can do that. Because I really love books and I like reading and I would love to talk about books, especially because I don't have anyone to talk about books with. Not really anyway, because everybody in my household don't really read, or at least we don't really read the same things. So I wanted to talk briefly about books. These that I'm showing are some of the books that stuck out to me from the books that I read last year. A Little Life is my all-time favorite. I think it'll be really hard to top. But after A Little Life, there's Shuggy Bain and a book I don't own yet that's called Everything I Never Told You by Celeste G. The rest of these books are just some books that I really enjoyed and highly recommend. I tend to read darker books, meaning that they cover heavier topics and tend to be pretty bleak, but those are usually the ones that resonate with me. With that being said, if you're going to read any of these, I recommend you check trigger warnings if you need to. I personally don't, because I like to go into a book without knowing too much about it and just let it take me on a journey, no matter what that journey may be. I like to read fast-paced books that are easy to read and get through as palate cleansers for all the dark stuff I read, and the easiest to read in my opinion is contemporary romances, which is a bit personally cringe to me because I don't really like romance, but well, at least I don't like it most of the time, but sometimes if the book is really good, I enjoy it. Anyway, my preferred genre is literary fiction. I tend to lean toward adult books more often than not because young adult and new adult fiction aren't really my thing. I haven't really read any middle grade since I was a kid. With that being said, though, I have read some young/new adult books that I really liked, such as A List of Cages and The Female of the Species. There's just something about reading that's so calming and peaceful. It's like an escape away from my current reality. I feel like I have lived through multiple lifetimes or multiple lives, and I've learned a lot through reading. I've learned like new words and new worlds and history and just so many things about life in general and people and communication. I've learned a lot about myself through reading, and I don't know, there's just something about reading and words that I really love. I'm not really good with speaking, but reading and writing and things like that I really enjoy, and I don't mind. Anyway, here's some of the contemporary romances that I was talking about that I personally enjoyed these ones. In my opinion, were really good. The Unhoneymooners is the only book I think, I might be lying, but I believe it's the only book that ever made me laugh out loud. And A Little Life is the only book that ever made me cry. Fun fact. Anyway, here's my current reads. Yeah. I should probably start to stick to reading one book at a time, but I guess I'm a mood reader, so I tend to pick up whatever I'm in the mood for, and then sometimes I don't finish it for a very long time. Like some of these books I've been reading for like a long time, maybe about a year, a little less than a year, maybe. One of the books, I believe this one right here, The Diary of an Oxygen Thief. I've been trying to read since I got the book in like 2017, and I've gotten like halfway through it multiple times and then put it down and never picked it back up to finish. But I would really love to finish that book because I don't really like not finishing a book. But yeah, it was just something about that book that it doesn't really keep me engaged with it. I don't know why, but that's okay, because I read for myself and not really anyone else, so it's all good.